You're always drinking
Morning,
tea.
guys. Oh, it's a cup of tea time. Morning, guys. Welcome back. Another smock. Look at this. Another new one. Don't get that dirty today, and video I done put up last night. I hope some of you. I know quite a few of you have watched it. I've done the little beads, and I've had a couple of questions. Lisa said to me afterwards, "You didn't actually explain how you done those beads, did you? You're probably going to get people ask about that." And yeah, I did. So I thought I'd just do a little bit on how I've done the beads. It's nothing new. It's not my invention. I think nothing could be. I don't think there's anything you can turn that hasn't been turned before, or do that hasn't been done before. But it's something I started doing years and years ago. Like I said, coming from production turning, if you want to turn, you got to turn quick. So easiest way. And if you're turning like a thin pot, it might only be 4mm, and you want to put a couple of beads on. If you go with your skew and do V cuts, and so you're going to go through it. So this is an easy way just to put a couple of, and if you get something, a bit of defect on the wood, you throw a couple of little beads over it, and covers it up. And basically I've done a lot of it because I was doing a lot of salt and pepper mills. I had hundreds and hundreds of salt and pepper grinders I was doing, and to put the little beads on them and little beads on the bottom, and it's very quick to do and easy, and that's why I did it. So I thought, right, I'll put a little short video up. So I'm going to put a piece of wood on, just round it, just rough it down to round, and then we'll show you just how I do these. There'll probably, the next few days, there'll probably be loads of videos on there, everyone claiming to have done it or do it. So you know what people are like on YouTube. But like I say, I don't claim credit for nothing. I'll just show people you might not have seen it done before. So I'll just show you how to do it. So, right, okay, I'm going to rough this down. It's just a bit of beach. It's just a practice piece. Get me a small roughing gouge. I need a small one for this. So just trying to stop Lisa getting all the shavings on her. Move that in a little bit. Always move your tool resting. Keep that is round, but I'm just going to go for a couple of cuts. Remember, if you come in at the side here, look, bevel's rubbing, right? And you can come as light a cut as you want, like that, or you can come in, pick it up, and get a heavy cut. Get some nice shavings. Just it smooth. You can rough down really quick like it. But by doing that, your tool stays sharp for a lot. I ain't sharpened this, I've roughed loads down with it. It'll last for ages for us to sharpen that. Right, okay. I haven't resharpened my spindle gouge neither. This is the one I was using yesterday. Okay, still got the same little, all the dust and everything on it. Right, so I'm just going to check my, yeah, I'm on centre. Okay, so basically, come in with your, now, with your spindle gouge, don't come in with for the bevel, because if you come in that way, you're going to get a skip probably go that way. If you come in that way, you're going to get a skip go that way. Okay, just clean that off. Right. When you look at your cutting edge, you want the cutting edge to be straight. Okay, so this to be straight going in like that, then it doesn't skip. You can hold it there, it won't skip. And all we do, we come from up here, okay, and we slice in, come back up, roll the tool over, and then come back in. As you come back in, you've got to move the tool forward. Put your finger there, because you want it as a fulcrum point, so you can actually roll it. Come in again, drop the handle. Right, drop the handle down, come over, bring the handle up, and you're cutting in. And you can do big beads, like so, or you can do little tiny ones. Just on how much you move it along, okay? And you can come along, do another big one. Now, if you want to take your time, if you want to be really fussy, you can come back over the other way and you can clean them up like this. You can go nice and slow if you want. You don't have to go fast. And you can get them nice and rounded on the top. Like this. See, and all I'm doing, I'm coming across, I'm shear cutting across the top of it. See, like that. Well, your normal way of rolling a bead, okay, let me just do a little V cut on that, and a little V cut on that. So your normal way of rolling a bead would be coming across there and bringing it over like this, okay? So that would be your normal way of rolling a bead. And you'll be using the tip of your chisel like this. But because I do it like this, hang on, let me just get rid of that. Right, I've got to come around a little bit. Because I do it this way, and I come in, when I come up, I'm actually, the blade is still this way, look, the cutting edge is still, so I'm actually getting a shear cut. So when I come across the top of the bead, I'm actually shear cutting it like that, look. See, I can shear cut. Because if you're going to shear cut, handle down, low, like this. You want the chisel in this tool rest, for shear cutting, the tool rest is too high really. This here, if I come here, that's scraping, very dusty, loads of dust, okay? If I drop my tool rest down, okay, so now I'm below centre. Oh, don't catch a bit of wood with your chisel. I'm below centre, that's because I'm talking, I've done it again. Hang on, tighten it up. Right, I'm below centre. So now with your handle right down low, thumb just behind it, and we come across. That's a shear cut. That is super smooth there. So we come in again, we pick it up, and that's where your cut is, off of that side, like that. And that is super smooth. That's your handles down here like this. Okay, if you come in this way, like this, and that's going to grab because I'm below centre. You can't come in below centre with it. If you're going to come in, that's why it's catching there. If you're coming in this way, you can't come below centre. Okay, let me just move that off. That's where it got damaged. And with this, see, you can come in, pick up your cut, and you can do a side. That's a slicing. We're slicing, so we get a really smooth finish, just the same as you get with a skew. But that's how you roll those beads. Let me just see, in these beads, look, there's no tear out on those. This is the finish you can get. You can get a nice smooth finish when you shear cut. Like I say, drop that down there. But be careful when you're looking for your centre that you don't catch a bit of wood, because that's silly. Right, I'll take that off. Cover Lisa. Alright, you get a nice smooth finish on that. And then you don't have to have that severe swept back. This is my normal grind. I've got a relief bevel on the back. I always put that on, and I recommend, if you use your spindle gouge a lot, that really helps. But you can do it with a normal as well. You don't have to have it swept right back so far. Okay, it's exactly the same. Come in. Oh, hang on. Come off it. Come in. Up. Roll it. Come in. Up. Roll it over. Come in. Up. Roll it over. Cut in. Okay, so lift the handle. Have you got, can you see the handle? Zoom back out a little bit. Got it? Right, so I'll start here again. So, chisel round, because we want this cutting edge. You look down your cutting edge, because obviously it slopes that way slightly. So you can't come in it, put your handle round slightly. Okay, now it's lift the handle, hang on, lift the handle. Right, come up, roll it over, lift the handle. Take the handle down, shear cut it across, lift the handle. Bring the handle up, shear cut across, lift the handle. And if you take your time and you're slow, you'll get really nice smooth beads. I tend to rush a little bit because I'm on video and I'm conscious of the time and I'm talking and I'm not concentrating 100%, and you end up doing silly things. Okay? Now, again, when you've got this sort of grind and you're going to come in to do slopes like that, right, flute closed. So flute close means this is straight down. It doesn't cut, it just sits there. Rotate, that turns it on. Pick up the cut. Follow the bevel down, okay? So don't come in here like this, because what will happen, it'll skip back up on you. Come there, close, turn around, come down. That's with that sort of standard grind, which I would say that's a standard grind. Do 90% of your work, okay? When you've got a long swept back grind, so I say this, swept back grind, you don't want to be coming in this way so much. It's a lot harder. As soon as you turn, you'll get skip backs. With this one, you tend to come up, so I'm above centre. I pick the cut up by slicing in. And I'll raise the handle like so. Now that gives a really shiny, smooth finish on it. But that is more that slicing action. So come in above, okay? You can come in here and turn it, but the trouble with that, you've got a very steep bevel and it's harder to control. And if the tip catches in here, it will scoot you back, okay? But if you come in here, so get your cutting edge again, flute close, pick up the cut and slice. Bring the handle up. So I'm not rotating it and turning it on. I am actually slicing with this part of the wing and I'm slicing down. Slicing down on it. And you'll see that. I mean, that's the beads rolled. That's the finish you'll get, that shiny sliced finish. Okay, and there you go. That's just how you demonstrate on the beads.
Can you do a Christmas tree?
Huh?
Can you do a Christmas tree with the beads?
What do you mean, do a Christmas tree with
Because
the
it's
beads?
Christmas time, can you see if you can try and do one with the beads? Might look nice.
And try and keep your opinions to yourself.
It's Christmas, isn't it? You were doing Christmas stuff. That's not very Christmassy, is it?
I could try and do a Christmas tree if you want me to do a Christmas tree.
Try it. You said you're up for a challenge. Go on. Do it.
Bloody Christmas tree.
Yeah.
A Christmas tree with beads.
It would look nice.
So you mean like the fluff one, but not fluffing
But
it back,
with
just doing beads down it?
Yeah, all the way down, and then spray paint it green. Nice.
Right, and put another piece of wood on. Yeah. I'll have to turn this and put it in a chuck to do that. So let's get a... Oh dear, I don't know. Okay, right, I'm going to do a Christmas tree with beads this time. And we'll see what we can do. And then after that, quickly, what we'd try and do is we'll see. I don't know, I've never tried. I'll see if we can do that with a carbide chisel. Just to see. Because I do say you can anything you can do with a standard chisel, you can do with a carbide. So we'll see. We'll see if we can do that with a carbide chisel as well. I don't know, because I haven't tried it. But we'll give it a try. Right, okay, I'm going to rough this down. I'm going to get a tenon on the end and get it mounted in a chuck. Okay? Right, I'll try not to go too fast. Take your time, concentrate, and I've got all sawdust in me. A couple of their wood shavings in it, so I won't bring that. Right, okay, guys, let's go. I'm using bigger roughing gouge this time just to get this rough down. Right, nearly enough smooth. Just get a finished cut. Remember, get on the bevel, get nice shavings. Right, we're smooth, so now just going to bring it down to a size. Right, I'm going to put tenon on the end here. My tenon tool. Clean off that bottom. Clean the bottom up. Right, that's it. I'm going to have a bigger tenon and put it on the other cut this time. Right, okay. I'll get the roughing gouge out of the way. Right. Oops, yeah. Better if I take that bit off first, don't it? That's a good start. That's me concentrating. I don't normally work to demand like this. I normally just, I know what I'm doing. Right, okay. Right. There we go, we've got that held. I'm going to bring that up for a second. So I can just bring this down to a taper. I'll get a little bit of shaping going on and bring it down to a taper. Find out where my bucket's going to go and all that sort of stuff. Right, okay. Going to use the roughing gouge just to bring it down. I'll get a nice taper to it. Okay, I'm just going to come down to there for now. I might want a bit more taper, but yeah, I'll put a bit more taper on it. Right, okay, we go for that. Right, now then, so that's going to be our tree. We're going to be coming in here at the bottom. A little bit for the trunk. And then the bottom of the bucket, we'll go there. Right, okay then. Alright, so let me get the gouge. I think actually I'm going to go for the smaller rest for this, so I can get it in nice and close. Of course, I'm going to have to work from this way down, I think. So I'm just going to over that side. Right, I'm just going to come in and shear cut this. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do first off, I'm going to come in on this side and roll the bead over. So I'll start off with one on the bottom. Right. A bit small, that one. Hang on. I'm losing it a little bit. I'm going to take those off. I've not tried doing a Christmas tree before. Well, I think I'm going to have to go from this end. Because otherwise I'm going downhill and it's going to cause me to skip. And as you see, guys, still haven't had to sharpen this chisel yet. The nice thing with this, I can sort of get the beads a little bit bigger as I go down the tree, I suppose. As you see, there's a sort of right. I'm gonna wait for a minute. See, I stopped and started talking. Shouldn't have done that. Lost concentration. See, it's this motion. It's in, around, and over like this. You're working your way down. Okay. So we come down. The slightly bigger beads now. The slightly bigger beads, you just rotate and roll it a little bit further. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to come in this way and just roll that bead back over so I can finish it. Now that means I've got to come in here again and just come over. Just finish that. There we go. Right, now let me beading parting tool. And yes, changed my handle. I said I was going to change the handle for my beading parting tool, and I did. I put it on this one. I don't like them standard handles. I'm getting rid of all of them. They've all gone in the wood burner. Right, this is going to be my trunk. Right, before I get down too far, should I do something with that tip there? Just thought of that. Yeah, I will do, but I need to really roll a bead on that, don't I? Right, okay. So I'm going to go to a 3/8 one, 3/8 gouge. Let's see if I can just roll that as a bead. There we go, done it. And I'll put a screw eye in that, or I might actually put something like a little bauble on the top of it. I'll make a little bauble for it. Obviously I won't bore you with that. But, right, let's come in and do this trunk. Right, that looks sort of in keeping with the tree. Now we're going to come back in with this small gouge. Be very careful here, don't get no catches. Going to squeak a little bit, so I'm just scraping in there. I just want to put a little undercut. There we go. Little undercut there. Like so. Right, now got to do the bucket. Just jumping off the edge there. That's it. It's quite a biggish tree, so I don't want it to be too small on that. I'll come in just, it should just be underneath this really. Spindle gouge again. When you get to the bottom, close the flute. Like so, close it over. Right, so we've done that. So, okay. Get rid of that. We'll come in with the parting tool again. Go to the bottom of the bucket. Again, I just twist it slightly, that takes that off. Don't have to worry about this biting, it can't bite because it's only got a smaller shank on it. Right, hang on, I'm gonna come in here. So I think what I've got to do is I'm gonna put a little bead on that. One bead there, and I'm going to put one down the bottom. I'm going to let that slice off. There we go. That's the bottom of our bucket. Yep, that's good. Right. Now I'm going to spray that. Well, there you go, guys. There's a Christmas tree. I want you to see that finish first on that. Okay. So I can bring you round here. Oh, see, this is me taking over the camera now. Oops. Right, there we go, guys. Take that sawdust out of that. That's there. That's just dust inside there. Right, there you go. And that's how you can roll your little beads. Okay, and there's a bucket. Right, so get that a little bit. Get this set right again. And I think I'll spray this one. I'll let you go back to the camera because I'll muck it up. So I'm going to have me bit of green, bit of red, and I'm going to grab me white paint. You go back to the camera. Don't start singing. Can't find where I put my white paint. Over there.
It was, yeah, just there.
I've got it over here. Right, okay. I've got my white acrylic paint. Could do me snow. Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay. Let's get this sprayed up. So I'll get the tool rest out of the way. I'm going to cover my lathe bed. I don't really have to because it's spray. It goes on pretty much dry. So. Right, I'm going to start the It should be alright really, but I'll put it on. Alright. So when I start green, I'll do red for the bucket. Remember, if I do the trunk red, do the trunk red and then come back on it with the green, it goes brown. Oh, I'm nearly out of spray. Right, hang on, just do it there. That's enough. It's done it. I'm nearly empty. Right, and now, like I said before, a bit of acrylic. White acrylic paint. Brush is a bit stiff, but doesn't matter because we have to turn that down. And then I just touch it in a couple of places. There we go. So right, we've done that. Now I've finished parting it off. Can I do a Christmas tree? Right, okay, I'm just going to part this off. There we go. We're off. There you go, guys. It's a Christmas tree.
Hang from our tree now.
What I'm going to do, I'm just going to quickly sand that bottom bit. So I'll place it there for a minute. And all I've got to do, it only take me 2 seconds because I've got my sander fit straight on here. Alright. There you go. Start that up. Let's see if that stands up. Yes, it does. So it's just a slight dibble there. Let me get my little skew. Let's just take that. Pin that like that. There we go. Right, we've done that, and then what I'll do is I'll just put a little bit of red spray on the bottom of it. That's it, that's sprayed. There you go, guys. Put that up there. Little Christmas tree. Right, so there we go. Yes, we can make a Christmas tree with rolling beads on it. So that gives you something to do, guys, over the weekend. Do a little Christmas tree with what am I doing? Take my chuck off. Where am I going? Where am I putting my key? There it is. Think of what I'm doing. See, when I start talking, waffling. See, I don't talk much often. Really, I'm not a talker. Right. Okay. So I said we'll see if we can do it. I don't know, and it's honest. I honestly don't know whether I could do it with a carbide chisel. Just chuck them on that white stand there. I'll get those sprays out of the way. I'm gonna put another piece of wood on. Okay, I've got a small piece here. I'll just put that between, so I'll give Lisa a tree. It turned out quite well actually.
That is nice.
Surprised myself.
Thank you.
Right, okay. Let's see. I honestly do not know whether you could do it with a carbide chisel. It's the slice of the spindle gouge that does it, so I honestly don't know. But I do tend to say that anything you can do with a normal chisel, you could do with carbide. And if you haven't got spindle gouge or you can't sharpen them, you still want to be able to do this sort of thing, don't you? You should still be able to do everything. Shouldn't be limited. So let's try and see what we can do. Right. Okay. I'll just quickly rough this to round, or round it from rough. Actually, I've got that one I could have used, didn't I? Right. Hold the fort. I've got one here. Here's one I prepared earlier. Right, okay. I've turned that to round. Honestly, I didn't cut that. Right, now what are we going to try it with? We'll try it with... I don't know that I'd do it with a detail chisel, but it might be worth a try. I'm going to try it. I think a round would probably be my best bet. A round carbide chisel. So I'm going to bring it up a little bit. I'm above centre, because I think you need to be above a bit. And we'll see what we can do, okay? That's still from the spindle gouge from before. So we'll see if we can do it. I honestly don't know. Put my speed back up. Right, okay. I think you're a little bit yeah, to get the slice you have to just come around a little bit further. You have to come around a little bit further. You're a bit more limited because you've got the bar. I think if you was going to do that, I'd probably be inclined to grind that bar back a little bit. But they're the ones with the round. Okay, the round chisel. Let's just round that bit in. Don't skip. Don't do that. That's silly. Don't do that. See? Right, we'll just put a little cove in between the two so we can see. Right, now what we'll do is we'll have a little try with the detail and see. I don't honestly know. No, I'll try it. So I've got a feeling this might work if the tool rest was up a little bit higher, this one. So I can get on the side of it a bit more. Right, that's better. Yeah, takes a little bit more concentration, probably a bit more practice with it. But yes, you can do it with your carbide as well. So I'm getting the hang of it now. When I try something I haven't tried before, it tends to take me 3 or 4 cuts before I get the idea of it. Right, that might be a little bit rough, I don't know, but what we're going to do, we're going to take that down. You can do a clear cut on the same with this, about the same as you can do with the spindle gouge, look. But I'm a bit high actually. Right, so we're going to come in there. And we're going to go just back over and just clean them up a little bit. It's all nice close work this. Right. I'm going to just roll that one out. That's it. Right. So that's all nice close work. I don't know what it's going to look like. We'll have a look. Right, a little bit more tear out on it, and the beads aren't as deep. But as I said, you're limited by the bar on that. You're a bit more limited by the bar. Now, I think with a bit more time and practice, yeah, you could achieve it. Because they're not, even with the spindle gouge, you're not doing deep beads. Because like I said, this really is something you would do on maybe like a little pot, a little bar. So you might want to just put a little ring around the top. You can't go deep. If you go in with your parting tool to get you to roll your beads, like they say, or if you was to go in with your skew chisel and do some V cuts and then roll it, you'd be too deep. You might only have 3 or 4 mil. These are just for nice little shallow beads. They're not deep beads. They just give a bit of detail. That's all it's for. Now that's the spindle gouge. That's a 12 mil round, which maybe if that was a fresh cutter just put on, I don't know. I've done quite a lot of work with that chisel anyway, so I don't know. That's the detail one. The detail one, yes, come out with cleaner cuts. But I think with that, need to maybe practice it a little bit more. I wouldn't say the square one. I think the square one will be too much of a point for coming across. So I'm not even going to bother trying with the square one. But the detail chisel, yes, you could do it. With a bit of practice, you'd get them just the same as that. So I think, yes, you could do that quite well. I think I just need a little bit more, maybe maybe have half hour playing on there with it, and you'd be able to do it. So there you go, guys. That's how you roll the beads like that. And yes, you can do it with a carbide chisel. It might not be as good, but I think with practice, you would get it as good. You could actually roll a little bead. So next time you go to your club and they just say you're a scraper because you use carbide, get your detail chisel out, roll a few beads, and then say, now let me see you do that. Watch them just walk away. Right, there you go, guys. I will love you and leave you for now. Toodle pip, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you very much.
Bye, guys.